Hello, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. So, in today's video, we will be drafting a pattern for this particular symmetric dress. So, this is it. This is it. This is it. This is it. So, this is how it looks when a person wears it. So, we're starting with our drafting, and you fold your this particular project, you need to fold your fabric. You need to fold your pattern paper into two because you're going to be applying princess dart and an off shoulder dart in this particular project. Please, pattern for a princess dart has already been uploaded here. We have our pattern for an off shoulder being uploaded earlier on this channel as well. So please, if you don't get the concept well, you can revisit those particular videos for for in-depth understanding of them. So here we are demarcating it into two, making sure that our center front is being really much opened. Okay, so the shoulder to the waist is what is being marked out now. So her shoulder to waist is 16. We will be making it 17 because of the sewing other ones. So we are marking our shoulder to our bust, which is 11, and our shoulder to our underbust, which is 14 inches. So that is what we have marked there. So this is the starting point. So we have our starting point marked, and then our neck depth also marked. So we are going around with a 3 by 3, and then we'll be making sure that we are applying the same thing at this back section, just so that all the things that has to be aligned would for sure be aligned. Okay, so this is it, a bust, our underbust. So here I'm marking it out as this is where our bust line is. This is where our underbust line is being marked. Okay, so you mark underbust line, and then we would also mark our starting line. So once our starting line is being marked, you know for sure you are going in right 3 by 3 for our next. Most of our measurements we work around 3 by 3 neck width, and then with our shoulder we have 15, so it's 7.5. So 3 by 3, if you take that right, that means you are marking 4.5, and then we are coming down by 8 inches for our armhole. So once we are done with our armhole, I'll just give that circular motion for that of the neck. Okay, so this neck just gives us an idea on where we would be passing, and then you mark our bust. That's at 4 inches. We are working around bust 41, so we are using 4 inches for our darts. We go sideways by 0.75, and then we go to the other sideways by 1 inch. So that is what you can see it here. So once that is done, we would connect our underbust to our waist, and then we will curve out our underbust to our bust. Okay, our bust point. So once that is also being done, we will find the midpoint of our shoulder, of our armhole, which is 8. We are having 4 for our first marking, and then our second one comes in. The difference between the first mark and the second one has to be 1 inch. We go up out by 1 inch for our dart, the down section of it. And once we are done with that, here we are plotting out the person's measurement. So we have waist 32, we are adding our 3 inches allowance to it as our allowance of the outfit. So once that is ready, we will be focusing much on the cross-checking all the points to make sure that they are being transferred to the back, you know, is asymmetric, right? So it is slanting from one shoulder to the other bust area. Okay, so it's just like they also have it being said as one hand. So that concept is what is being applied here. So here you pick out tracing wheel to make sure that we mark out where the vintage points, those important places, what we need and the bars, the bust line. We need all those lines at the other section. So with that tracing wheel marking where each one has to be, we will do like that, and then we would we've transferred the dot and mark them out. So here we will transfer our dot line. We will just straighten it up on the bust line as well, as it can be seen here, and our chest line. So once that is being done, we will come down by 6 inch. That is our starting point for most off shoulders. So we are coming down by 6 inch. That is where our darting will be done. And then from our center, we'll be going sideways by 4 inches for our darting. Okay, so once that is done, we would make sure that we are making it 1 inch. We already have the darting marked out from the previous one. Okay, that's been traced there. So once that has been traced down there, we just use our French curve to curve it out from where the bust will be, and then with the upper section we go out by 1 inch to 1 inch and we connect it to the bust. So once that is done, okay, once that particular one is done, we would go out by 8 inches, okay, where our armhole has to be, and then we connect it to our armhole line. Okay, so we realize that this is our armhole line is the second line, and the first line is our chest line. Okay, so we just connected our armhole line to that to get that curve there. So here, this fold has a connection to do with how we want it to be slanted. Okay, we wanted it to be quite in depth. So when we fold it like so, it just aligns it and makes sure that it falls exactly where it's supposed to fall. If you don't fold it and you cut it, that's going to be a disaster. So make sure that you fold it in order for the armholes, I mean the darting, to kiss, and then you do that by transferring or using your French curve for the curves. So here I'll be using my marker to dip in it so that you can really see what is being done here. Okay, so this is the concept of our princess dart. Since this particular outfit is just like an off shoulder and the normal basic borders with princess dart being joined together in an outfit. Okay, so you make sure that you apply that off the princess dart concept to that of the off shoulder concept together in order to achieve this. So this is what you can see me doing here. Okay, so after that we move on to where our off shoulder concept is, so that we can just transfer all our darts there like so. So after that, you fold. The fold is very, very much important. I would always recommend that you do fold them. And then if you have a French curve, you use that as a guide for you to get this perfect slant. But if you don't have a French curve, you can also use your hand to do that. So once we are done with it, we'll be transferring our measurement to width. Please, if you have any question, you can be dropping it in the comment section. So here, that is the center. Okay, when you work with outfits like these, you try your best to make sure that you label them before you mess things up when you are doing the sewing or the cuttings. Okay, so it is always best that you do that. You just write them there so that as soon as you see it, you know which is which. And then it would be easier for you when you are doing the sewing. Okay, so here we already have the measurement for the other side. So I'm just aligning it with the back, transferring the measurement using my tracing wheel on it, and then getting the stitches on it. And then after that is being done, I'll just use my pencil and my marker to just mark them like so. So that is what is being done here. So I'll get my tracing wheel, I'll get my marker to get where it's supposed to be done, and then like so, this is what we are getting. Okay, so after that you open it up and then you cut all the ones that has to be cut out. You just cut them out, and all the ones that has to be maintained, you maintain them. And then you do this particular outfit. The sewing video is a different video, it's different from this particular one. This particular video was purposely made for the pattern drafting. So the sewing video will also be uploaded on the channel. You can also check that one out and watch how the construction of that particular video was done. So like that, we just put it down like so, and then we will be cutting the back. Okay, so we position this one on like so, and then we will be maintaining this whole concept. This is our zip allowance. The folder section is actually our zip allowance. You will be installing a zip is on an eyelet. You will be installing our zips. So after that, we just position it like so, and then we will just cut it out as is expected to be done. Cutting our shoulder. So after that, we go down, we position it like that. The right side facing the right side and the wrong side facing the wrong side as is expected to be done. So once that is done, I will transfer the front curves to that of the back. The back darts are different, okay? The darts, I do not do princess dart with my back. I already said in my previous videos. So I'll be repeating our normal darts in it. So we do not need any special darting with this particular back. All we need is to make sure that we are cutting it out just as it has been done for the front with no special darting. Okay, so once that is being done, we would also cut our armholes and around the shoulders to make sure that they are lining the best possible ways. So this is the back is being written on. It is very, very much important that you write them on so that you do not mess them up. Okay, you don't lose them. So once that is done, we are done with the back. Just make sure that they are facing each other perfectly. So once we install the zip, and then we install the zip at the other side, when the fold comes, you realize that the moment the zips are installed as why they are expected to install, you just realize that it just slant perfectly at that end. So please, when you're done with your first cut and you realize that they are not aligning, do not get scared. Don't be anxious or anything. That is it. That is how it is done. So once that is done, you make sure that you position them at exactly where your zip allowance is expected to be. Once there is a shift in the zip placement, there's going to be a disaster. So this is how I looked after the whole project.